Oh my God, dude. Welcome to the live post game show here, Cowboys blog. This is serious. Cowboy time, baby. No time is boom. Let's get right into it. First of all, thank you to the football gods. What a game, dude. Like, this game was crazy, dude. I mean, I tweeted out there, we need a Falcons epic meltdown. It happened. But what a game. Let's talk about the game, guys. So Cowboys pull it out 40-39. Obviously not a good start to the game. Let's kind of go through the timeline of the game, okay, guys? So this must win. This was an absolute must win. We talked about it yesterday in my stream. If you go 0-2, you have a 12% chance of making the playoffs. So Cowboys haven't done that since 2010. We're able to avoid that. Okay, we're 1-1, so that's good. So we had to have it. But man, this game started out very, very sloppy. I think this team is still trying to get their feet under them. The defense, man, the whole thing about being hybrid, it's another term for transitioning. Okay, they're rebuilding. They're trying to figure out the defense. I have a feeling the defense, they're going to have to figure that out, but it's transitioning. It's not a hybrid. Daryl Johnston kind of mentioned it during the broadcast. They want to be a 3-4, but personnel-wise, you're gonna have to make some changes there. So, from what we've seen the last two games on defense, there's gonna have to be that from the team. They don't have the personnel to run the 3-4, so they're calling it a hybrid. Okay, where they have maybe a few players that might be able to pull it off, but the defense, the fumbles, man, the uncharacteristic fumbles in the beginning of the game, those weren't good. Pollard, Zeke, everybody had a bunch of goof ups. So we're down big time in this game. So the first quarter, 20-0, it looked like we were dead in the water. And like anything else, when you're losing, everything gets magnified. So you start looking at linebackers, you look at defensive line, you look at the play calling. Excuse me. But Cowboys were able to turn it around after the half. It looked like McCarthy really stoked the fire, under these guys, because this was a completely different team in the second half, right? So they were able to get it done. An ugly, ugly win, but man, you absolutely didn't want to go 0-2, right? So that's huge, man. So the silver lining, let me know what you guys think about the positives of the game. Obviously, we have Seattle next. Okay, you can't get away with these kinds of mistakes. With the Falcons, there was always that possibility that they could have a meltdown. Cowboys could finish strong and win the game. They did. Now Seattle, and so that's a different story. You can't have the turnovers. Cowboys almost let this game get away from them from the first quarter, but they pushed through and that kind of thing. But defense needs a lot of work. I do like. Let's get to the positives of this game, guys. So Brandon Knight, I feel like he didn't hurt you. So line, I felt like he held up pretty well. Terrence still had a better game. So maybe this young, unbalanced, injury-riddled offensive line just needed a little bit more continuity. So we kind of thought that these early games would be, your de facto preseason games and that kind of thing. But man, what a win, guys! Let me know what you guys, how you guys feel about this game. All right, do you feel they won this game? Do you feel that Atlanta lost the game? I feel like the Cowboys went out there and did their thing, and they won this game. They they pushed through, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like that first quarter, 20-0. I'm pretty sure all of us were just like, man, But wow, dude. I'm still kind of in shock, man. I almost got kind of nauseous at the end of the game, just like kind of in disbelief, like, wow, we pulled this game out our butt. Like, but they earned it, man. CeeDee Lamb, right? Let's talk about CeeDee Lamb. He looked really good out there. Big catches in this game. CeeDee Lamb, man. And he's only a rookie, so I like what he's doing, man. CeeDee Lamb is legit, dude. I love CeeDee Lamb, man. This that game, man. Oh man. Ooh, I'm still exhaling. I'm still exhaling because wow, man. Who's your MVP of this game, guys? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat box who gets the game ball for this victory. All right. It's been a while since we've had a big clutch victory like this. But let me know who gets the MVP. Okay. Do you think it's Dak Prescott? He had an amazing game, I thought, statistically speaking, and leading this team down the field. So, is it Dak Prescott? Is it Ezekiel Elliott running all over the place? So, man. God, man, this internet's been kind of crappy the last couple of days, so bear with me. But yeah, man, I couldn't breathe. Man, dude, I'm happy about this game. Are you guys happy about this? Obviously, the the beginning of the game was terrible, right? It was awful, but man, if you can clean up the things, these first two games, the mistakes, I think you might be able to gain some steam here and start stacking some wins. Next week versus the Seahawks, it's going to be a battle, but an interesting game, man. An interesting game, man. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys? How do you feel about this win? Are you happy about it? Are you still disappointed, or are you pumped for what's coming ahead? Let me know how you guys feel about this. My MVPs of the game. Sorry, I got kicked off here, and I was asking you guys who the MVPs were. It looks like we got a couple of God. How's it going? Dak, Zeke, Zerline. Yeah, pretty clutch. Pretty clutch. Zeke, Dak. He never gave up. Game ball, Zeke, Dak. Falcons for taking pics of the football and not jumping. That was beautiful, man. I didn't want to look at the onside kick, dude. I was kind of just like this, like, oh man, come on, can we? If we get this kick, we have life. And man, dude, everything aligned itself there in the fourth quarter. We pulled out the win, 40-39. All right. Even as the game was progressing, the Cowboys were outplaying them, statistically speaking on offense. So we didn't want another loss like last year. And they kind of mentioned it in the broadcast where the Cowboys have these close games. They win it on offense with the yardage, but they come up short, right? So thankfully that didn't happen in this game, but man, they got a lot of stuff to clean up though. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see if we can get through the next week. But I think this win is going to do good for the locker room to give these guys a big boost. I think this team needed this win in the worst way, man. They needed this big time, and I'm happy, dude. I'm happy right now. During the game, like I'm sure the rest of you guys, it wasn't looking good. Obviously, can't really sugarcoat that. Some of these issues. Linebackers, I think that's going to be up on the high list in the draft. Um, Offensive line is gonna be up there. Defense, DeMarcus Lawrence still for the most part, had a relatively quiet game. Tristan Hill, to me, had some plays, man. You're starting to see some things out of Tristan Hill. Busting up plays in the backfield, being around the ball. So I like what I'm seeing from Tristan Hill the last two games. I think what he's done in training camp, it has carried into the regular season. So far so good on Tristan Hill. I like what I'm seeing from him, but I love what I'm seeing from CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs, these two rookies are contributing right out the gate and doing pretty well. Calvin really had an amazing game. We knew him and Julio were going to get theirs, but you like what you're seeing from these rookies. Trayvon Diggs in coverage, Cheeto. They're actively looking to pluck the ball out of the air. I love that. You're seeing much less of them having the back towards the ball. They're actually turning around and trying to go after the ball. So I love that. Trevon Diggs, he's really good in run support and he can cover. Man, I like what we're seeing out of Trayvon Diggs. I think he's the future there at cornerback. I think he has that potential to be that franchise cornerstone cornerback that we haven't had here in a very long time. But we'll see how this goes. But so far, so good. Thumbs up on Trayvon Diggs. Thumbs up on CeeDee Lamb with some clutch plays, man. Yeah. 5 catches last week. This week, I haven't looked at the stats yet, but I know he had a pretty good amount of catches in here. Moving the chains, right? Really good at finding the soft spots in the zone coverage. Yards after the catch. He's going to get more yards. So I like CeeDee Lamb a lot, man. He's looking good. Special teams is that play continues to look better for us. I think the only play on special teams I didn't like was Tony Pollard there, kind of at the end. Trying to run the ball out. I think he got tackled like at the 12 or something like that. Other than that, special teams has done relatively well last 2 games, and then pretty clutch. Pretty clutch in this game with the onside kick, and then the go-ahead win field goal by Greg Zuerlein. So Zuerlein executing that onside kick, that was awesome. And then the go-ahead win. So Greg Zuerlein, man, really good, guys. Let's see what you guys got in the comments, guys. Questions or comments? Let's start having them here. Let's talk about this win here a little bit more. All right. Let's see what you guys got here. If Dak Prescott didn't have those 3 rushing TDs, we would not have had a chance. Yeah, so Dak Prescott, man, he had a hell of a game. He got that cheap shot from the Falcons. I thought he was going to have a concussion, just the way that when you looked at the slow motion, he threw the ball, he got hit. It looked like the back of his head came off the ground. So thankfully, he was able to come in. We almost Dalton did get 1 snap out of that, I think, right? So thankfully, that was it, because as much as I like Dalton, Dak just has that it factor when it comes down to the last minute and matriculating the ball down the field. Dak Prescott does that really well. So I'm glad we didn't lose him on that play. But What a hell of a game, man. What a hell of a game. Yeah. Yeah, Xavier Woods had a good game, man. Yeah, coming from the deep side of the secondary, making some big tackles and at the line. He was very active too. Xavier Woods. These guys, to me, I think it was the halftime adjustments in this one was what turned the tide and getting their feet under them again. So you've had one game under your belt. This game here, I think, woke them up. Hopefully this game woke up the beast that the Cowboys, could do. We saw them put together quick touchdowns. Under 3 minute drives, back to back drives under 3 minutes each. So that really got them in the game, executing, pushing the ball down the field, scoring quick. The defense doing their thing um, down the end. So that second half was the turning point of this game, and the Falcons doing their choke job, which they're pretty famous for doing. They choked it up last week. We've seen them choke it up in the Super Bowl. So yeah, that loss by the Falcons might really tailspin that team. So the loser of this game was going to have a very very long week in the season is in trouble. So thank God we got this win, guys. It was a great win. We gotta give our hats off to these guys for pushing through it. It was an ugly win, but you're gonna have games like this. But to avoid going 0-2 was huge for this team, huge for Mike McCarthy's debut season, and for the hopes of the Cowboys in the playoffs. So you know we're we're I wouldn't say we're back in contention by any means because man, we've seen some bad football. Along the way. They got to get consistent. They're being being inconsistent, and that's not the right consistency, right? So a few changes. It would be interesting if they have some sort of at the end of the year. I want to know what was said at the halftime. So the honeymoon's over, like Mike McCarthy said. So I'm pretty sure he probably chewed something out, man. Something happened in that locker room. The leaders of the team, um, Zeke, Dak, some of these older vets, probably needed to speak up at halftime along with the coach. And man, they pulled it out, dude. They pulled it out. I'm still in shock, man. I'm still in shock we pulled this game out, being down 20-0, and the way they were playing, it just looked like it was going to be a blowout. But oh man, I feel like I'm still taking deep breaths, man. That game was crazy, dude. That game was crazy, dude. That's one of those games that elevates your blood pressure, gives you, the tightness. I mean, pretty emotional game, man. I can only wonder what the players are feeling right now. There's got to be a great some great camaraderie with this young team, okay? Because you got a lot of new players in there, rookies, along with some new guys in there. So that's a great win. If Garrett was still there, this team does not win. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt about that. And it looked like a Garrett team in that first half. They looked really undisciplined, but they fought through it, man. Connor Williams is trash. Needs to go. Dennis Smith still looks hurt. D-Law. Yeah, so yeah, Connor Williams still looks, like Connor Williams. He's not going to get better. He is what he is. So I think the Cowboys are still looking for the upgrade there. Um, we'll probably have some news on whether or not Ronald Leary is going to rejoin the team or not. Probably pretty soon for depth purposes, or maybe they want to get another look there. Thankfully, Connor McGovern was not deactivated this week, so I like that. I didn't want to see him deactivated yet again. Your third round pick. No, I want to start hearing some news here that we're gonna get some first snaps for Connor McGovern or something there. I mean, you got to get better there. All right. Um, but Brandon Knight, I think, held up, man. I really do. I wouldn't say he had a great game, but I think he did. I think he did a good job. For the most part. I feel like the pressure was coming. Obviously more from the middle of this offense, which to me is Connor McGovern and Looney and these guys, and of course Terrence Steele. But for me, Brandon Knight had a pretty decent game. All right. Let me know what you guys think about the offensive line. How do you feel about it right now going into week 3? What will be the status of I'm interested to see, how this shakes out. Is it going to be another game time decision, or are they going to have to let this guy rest and put him on IR for 3 weeks? What are we looking at for Tyron Smith's future? So we'll see what happens there with Tyron Smith. But you got to like what you saw out of Brandon Knight. You know what I mean? So Brandon Knight, not bad. Maybe they don't sign one of these other um, tackles. They looked at Jared Valdir, but maybe they still bring him in and try to upgrade Terrence Steele. Terrence Steele, a little bit better game, like I said, this game, but still, probably your biggest liability on the offense. All right. I think your 2 biggest liabilities on the offensive line are Terrence Steele right now and Connor Williams left guard. All right. Yeah, man. Let's see what else we got here in the comments, guys. Keep the comments and questions coming here. We'll wrap it up here shortly so everybody can get back to their football and have a beer, man. Enjoy your rest of your Sunday. So we'll take a couple more comments and questions. But yeah, also Garnett, D-ball, I think I saw him make like one play against the run. But other than that, nothing else really stuck out in my mind. I'll have to go back and take a look at to go back and take a look at the stat line on DeMarcus Lawrence. But again, I didn't see much. Alden Smith, I think, had another good game. Pretty active across the line there. Everson Griffin got his first sack of the year today and that kind of thing. So, and like I said, Tristan Hill is stacking up some good games for us now. So I like that. We saw a little bit of Neville Gallimore in there. Neville, he's going to need more reps, obviously. But I think he'll be okay. But Tristan Hill, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. All right. They just got to clean up the penalties, man. The penalties are killing the drives again and the turnovers. If you clean that up, the games will not be crazy like this. Hopefully they're learning a couple of things about themselves these last 2 games, and they can clean it up. I know who would have lost that game. Anybody? Yeah. Yeah, Garrett. I don't think Garrett would have pulled that game out, man. No, I don't think he would have. We had a little bit of divine intervention, man. Sometimes for these kinds of seasons, we don't know how the season will end, but these are the kind of games, these are the kind of clutch type of performances that you need along the way to make a run. You do need these kinds of wins. You need a little luck here and there. Every team does in some of these games. Today was our day. It was. We had fine intervention, some luck on our side. 2 straight games against the Falcons and the game-winning field goals for the Cowboys. Bones, Greg the Leg, Lamb, and Dak get the game balls. Yeah, great point there, Lavelle. I appreciate the donation, bro. Heck of a game, man. Yeah, who gets the game balls, guy? Who's the MVP? Who gets the game ball in your opinion? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat box. Yeah, Connor was. Yeah, Connor he's plateaued, man. I think Connor. Honestly, I feel like Connor McGovern at this point is more of an okay backup in a starting role. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel Connor Williams is. Yeah. Justin, he put the team on his back today. Yeah, Dak, man, he did his thing today. You know, and the price. We'll see how the season ends up, man. But that's one of those games that you definitely remember, and you remember the performance. So yeah, man. Well, Dallas signed Ron Leary and Jared Valdir. I think we'll probably find out here probably Monday. I think we'll find out. I know for sure Ron Leary has already passed the COVID limitations. So I think we'll find out here. Vincent Lopez, defense needs a lot more work. Let's go, Cowboys Nation. Yeah. Defense definitely needs some work. Definitely need to figure that out. Like I said, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, it's the hybrid deal is it's another word for transitioning. And when you're in a transition phase like this defense is in, you're gonna have these hiccups. So let's see if we can get some of these little issues out of the way, and hopefully we can start getting healthy in other parts of the team, in particular linebacker. Great comments, guys. Great win. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Won't keep this very long. Um, I think I'll be back Monday, and don't forget to check out Tuesday, the Frisco Report. We'll do a deep dive on the key plays of this game. So be back on Tuesday for that. Monday, I'll probably do some sort of other recap. I'll highlight some players and that kind of thing, and on all 22 on Wednesday. So keep an eye on that. Lots of content coming, guys. Appreciate you guys. Cowboys win 40-39. Thank God. What a clutch performance, but lots of stuff they got to clean up, man. The turnovers killed us, right? The turnovers killed us. And a couple of these players really need to step up. But, if you don't have the turnovers, this game probably is a Cowboys win, easily. And I think the defense needed a little bit of a punch in the mouth to wake up in the second half. Whatever was said in that locker room, they need to do and stick with that mentality. I wonder if DallasCowboys.com will release some sort of video on the halftime speech or the post game. That's all I have right now, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you watch this on the replay, hit like. Everybody watching now, hit like on the video on your way out. I really appreciate you guys. Subscribers, members, appreciate you guys. Catch you for the next video. Peace, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday.